Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6 EGG live stream. If you see, I'm not clean shaven today. I'm very tired. Our cat Milo, that little gray fella that used to, well, actually not little, fella woke me up snoring about 2 inches from my ear. He's a really nice guy. I know it's not his fault. We got Lawrence the Sad Ham in the chat tonight. There it goes. I thought it wasn't working. So it's story time. By the way,
wait a second, but hold on a second, Greg. I think this is for you.
Yeah. Sad Ham. Sad.
Sad Greg.
Yeah, story. You guys like story time? The horse story. Who is Isles fan? Oh, I think you might have said. Sent somebody something by mistake.
No, that'd be me. That'd be me on Discord, buddy.
Yeah.
That me.
All right. So, for those of you know that I've been studying on and off for the general, and it's not been fun because I've been working 60-hour work weeks. See, I can't even talk.
And you're bitching about the pitch clock.
Well, it's cutting into my study time. So, and I'm not looking at I'm purposely not looking at the chat right now, as this is a funny story. You guys are gonna love this. So, I've been studying, and Seth always said, if you get close and you're passing, strike while the fire's hot. Well, I had some downtime at work, and I thought I was ready. I'm succumbing to the pressure. Sorry, I couldn't keep away. So I text them. I go, hey, and Scott, I think I'm ready. And then I go take another practice test, and I failed. And he was kind of harassing me. Seth, you were kind of harassing me a little bit. So are you ready or what?
I wasn't harassing you.
Well, I felt harassment and lots of extra pressure. So
wait a second. So this is you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're complaining. You're.
Well, I'm at work, and I'm like, well, where am I going to take this thing? Hey, Andy, Sorry, I have to look at the chat.
Andy can stream. We can stream now.
We can stream. You may want to stick around for this and share this with people. You're going to love this story. So, he's like, well, do you want to do it or not? I'm like, well, let me take another practice test. And I'm like, I barely passed. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to study. And he's probably not going to find anybody because it's like Saturday night at on the East Coast. I think it's obviously past 9, right? And you're with your girlfriend, right?
I was. It was like,
so
it was like 9. It was 9 something.
Yeah, I felt bad. I'm on the air, keep in mind. I'm at work. We're on the air in Chicago. But I was at work at Dodger Stadium. And part of the rules, if you take a test, you got to be somewhere by yourself with no other monitors. And I'm at work. So I'm at a stadium with 56,000 people at Dodger Stadium. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? The PA is blasting. But I thought I was ready. So the only place in the whole stadium I can go is a family restroom or all gender restroom, whatever you would refer to it as. So I went into, when does the what? 7 what? I don't know what I don't know what that is. So I went into this all gender restroom or whatever, and this is what this is what's in here, which is just a restroom. So if you see this area right here, this is I put my laptop right there, and Seth said he's got some people ready. He found some people last minute. Scott was also in there as observing VE. It's kind of nerve-wracking, and part of the reason I don't do well in tests is like the nervousness, especially. I don't know. I don't think I've ever taken a test where I had people watch.
Great Scott.
We got Scott in the house. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever have taken a test when you have actually had people watching you. Now, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that 6, 7, is that an HF rig? So, obviously, when you're in school, you got the teacher in the front of the class, but you don't have eyeballs on like your every, move. So, I'm taking this test and, people are trying to get in the door. There's a 70-volt speaker up above me that's like right over my head, and it's hooked to the PA that's outside that's already loud, and it's like, make some noise. Just this completely just not a very good environment to take a test, especially when you're at work. So it was not good. It was not a good deal at all. I was very overwhelmed. I've been studying this environment, so it wasn't that part of it wasn't bad, but everything put together, and I was just on the cuffs of being ready. As I sit here, actually, that's the other problem. Seth, you'd probably know. You were in there. I was in there for about
Why would I be in a bathroom with you?
Well, you were in the Zoom room with me. But technically, you were in the bathroom with me because you could see what I was doing. So I'm in this bathroom, and I'm like kind of hunched over my computer. I had to use the restroom, and I was like, I'm in a restroom. I feel comfortable. I could make this happen. But I'm like, So we get everything turned on. Obviously, everybody else gets in there in the Zoom chat, and, they see my cell phone name, which is called Teabag. And a couple people get some giggles out of it. I try to keep it clean. I was like, I like tea. I like tea bags a lot. So I don't know. But anyway, so I'm in this bathroom at Dodger Stadium, 56,000 people in the place. It was sold out last night. Jackie Robinson night. Is there a law about recording in the restroom? Not if you're by yourself. I don't know. I think it's illegal to record somebody else. So, and there was nobody else in the bathroom. It's like a one stall or one hole, no urinal in there. So I don't know how that's all gender, but I'm going to keep that to myself right now. Very nerve-wracking. I know Seth likes to give me hell all the time, so I'm going through this test, and I rifle through it like I do when I do the practice test, and I normally pass the practice test. At that point, I passed 10 tests and only failed one in about 24 hours. So I was like, I knew I was close. So all that nerve-wracking, stuff was going on in my head, and I had like set in my head, you're going too fast. You're doing this. You're doing that.
Well, I wasn't in your head.
You were in my head.
How was I in your head? I wasn't. I was.
Because I can hear you without you talking.
What, like telepathic?
Yes, you're resonating in my brain.
And yet, it didn't do anything for you.
It didn't. Because you know what? I failed. That was almost perfect timing. So, failed the general test there. Very disappointed in myself. My plan was to take this baby once, be done with it. You went out of your way on your Saturday night. Like I mentioned earlier, you're with your girlfriend. You got these fellows and girl. Heather?
Yeah.
Is that right? Heather? Mm-hmm. I can't remember the call signs because I'm very bad at that anyways. The other thing happened is I couldn't figure out what I had got on my test because you forgot a password or something. So I'm just sitting there in suspense while people are trying to open a door.
Well, I forgot. I didn't forget it. I must have had I don't know why it locked me out, but I couldn't hit the grade button. But then we did. It was.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. I wanted to do it once and then be done with it, but very sad. I did think I went through a couple things pretty fast, and I think that's 100% my fault. The other thing that irritated me a lot was, you know how, I don't know if you guys taken practice tests, I get the ones that are like, I got all the ones that I was like, oh, why did I get these? Like, these are all the ones that I was failing on. I got close. I think I got within 2, something like that.
Something like that.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I was like, you know what? This is, I felt embarrassed. I was sad. I was mad.
I was angry because I just grabbed a bunch of people to watch a dumbass fail.
I felt really bad. And all these people were like, what are you doing at Dodger Stadium? Are you working? What are you? And I'm like, I got to do this fast. I only got a few minutes. And people are still trying to open up the door. This was like every 5 minutes, somebody was like, so I finally convinced Seth. Well, he allowed me to take the test again.
And and you're donating. Thank you for donating once again to the ARRL.
Yeah. And this was the result. Right here, if you guys can read that. Oh, you can't. Oh! So, yes, finally, the monkey is off my back that looks like Seth. Or the koala, whatever you're holding. I did a lot better. I got a lot of questions that I knew. Told you. It was all over my face. What are you talking about? It was so nice to get that off my back. Actually, the second test was harder because they were playing more PA, but I got a lot of questions that I knew, and I failed. I got one of the ones that I knew that I was going to get right, and the reason why I say that, and I didn't tell you till I'm going to tell you now, is the fact that I remember looking at KB2 UKA's ground radios, and I remember every. And I didn't tell you this, and I wanted to keep this for the live stream. And whenever I got that on my test, he came to mind, and he's like, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York. And I remember looking at his QRZ page. I don't know if he still has a picture up there of that. But I was like, okay, I got this one. And then when I saw the question, I'm like, I started second guessing myself. And I'm like, I know this question, and I'm like, why am I second guessing myself? Thanks, Bonnie BNE. I appreciate it. So I did fail the first time. Seth, I appreciate you let me take it twice.
Yep, I did tell you over the phone last night I was not going to let you take it a third time last night.
And something I told him, thanks Ryan and Keith, Denny, something I had told him about a week ago. I was going to take it a week ago because I was pretty close.
Yes, Denny, he did keep people away from the crapper.
I try to keep it clean. You know what? I'm not going to say.
Hold on a second. Wait a second. Lawrence wants his title back?
He's got his title back now.
I don't know. Well, it's pending. So what I mean by what I mean by it's pending, once I see that the paperwork's been processed and your upgrade's official, then we'll consider giving Lawrence back his title.
You're welcome to have it back. Yeah, so...
But right now, Greg, you are Sadham/AG.
I am, believe it or not. Mother trucker. So, I want to know your honest-to-God thoughts on when I was taking the test. And I know it, and we just talked about the ground radios thing, and that's why I didn't tell you when we talked after. Let me see if I can pull up his QRZ.
I think I told you my thought.
Well,
I thought this the first time. You were going way too fast through the exam. You were blowing way too fast. And obviously, when we watch you, we're watching you. We're not really watching the exam you have. You know, I don't know. I don't know what exam you have. You know, like first time you see the questions is the first time we see the questions when you do it online. And I'm like, you know, maybe a couple of people were thinking, you know, we're watching you and thinking, crap, that's, you know, like once or twice I'm like, why did you answer that way, Greg? And I'm like, it's wrong. And
yeah, see, that's the other thing. That's what I was saying when it's nerve-wracking to know these people are like, they probably know, I wouldn't say all the answers, but probably most of them because they see it all the time.
I thought you were going to go back to your car and we're going to test you in the car.
That was a thought in my head.
Mr. N1JXX.
Yeah, I don't know if he missed the
he missed the story,
the breaking news. But I got to tell you, I do a lot of stuff for work that have a lot of people watch, like millions, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, as it's a matter of fact that's what's happening, and I don't get nervous at all because I feel totally comfortable in my environment. But that yesterday was absolutely nerve-wracking. I think that's part of the problem I had to when I had trouble sleeping last night because it was still going on in my head. I was almost shaking. I think that's part of the reason why I maybe didn't pass the first time because I wanted to get it over with, and I had to. I don't know. I probably didn't take it in the best environment known to man, and I'm sure that was probably the first test at Dodger Stadium in a family restroom that they ever had. I don't know if anybody has taken a ham radio test.
I mean,
Dodger
normally
Stadium.
bathrooms are excellent test environments for a ham radio, but usually we mean like your bathroom at the throne at home.
I would have done it on the throne too, so I had a place to sit. I didn't have a place to sit. That was the other thing that was kind of, I wasn't comfortable, and that was something that Heather brought up. Oh, you need to find a chair. I'm thinking, there's people waiting outside for me. If I open this door, they're going to be rushing in
Another
here.
comment she mentioned to me is like she it's just like the fact that you put your laptop on the sink, the counter. That was a little thing that was, she was like, why did you get a paper towel and put the...
It was totally, they had just cleaned it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that if
it was dirty.
Oh no. That's a clean bath. That's probably the only place you can go number.
Right. And when I asked them, I said, hey, I got someone I know wants to test right now. She's like, and I'm like, he's at Dodger Stadium. She thought you're like actually there to like watch the game as a fan. I'm like, nope. He's work. And then when you got on the Zoom, your credentials were showing on the,
Yeah, I wish I don't know, but I wish I would have taken it somewhere where I can kind of celebrate too. It's like, okay, now I go back to work.
Well, Greg.
Yeah.
This means, so where are you taking your extra?
At the bathroom at Anaheim Stadium. Actually, I can't do it there.
Why?
Because I don't really have a family restroom there.
Ah.
I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I'm not even thinking about the extra. I looked at the some of the test questions and answers, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to put myself through this again.
Exxon gas station restroom.
And you know torture. What? And I just want to say something. First off, I thank you for pushing me. I do need that sometimes.
Yeah.
The second thing is, if you really try to put yourself to it, you could probably really accomplish what you want to do. I was working 60-hour work weeks, flipping my sleeping schedule.
Flipping your burgers?
I wish. I'm going to do that next Sunday. I was flipping my morning nights for work twice a week. I was sitting in traffic 3 hours a day. I got a 5-year-old here. I got a wife. I got some other personal stuff going on in my life that I don't want to talk about. Was dealing with somebody at work who was having some issues that I talked to you privately about. And all that was happening at once. And I'm like, I just want to get over this. So the last 2 days, but I'm just saying, if somebody's on
Lawrence
the edge,
came up with the idea. The pending, guy.
That guy? So, if I don't want to be sounding like, oh, anybody can do it, because it's hard. It's not. I'm not used to that. I don't learn like I did with that. So I just basically I memorized the answers, and a lot of times I memorized how they were placed in the order, like the words. I know that's everybody's a little bit different, but if you really put yourself to it, you could probably make it happen. And it was not exactly easy, especially being a little bit older. I'm not used to taking tests so much. I just taken a test last week online for Dante, which is the audio stuff. Some of you guys were watching. I don't think you were involved in that one live stream there, Seth, but
probably not.
That kind of got me in the mode. Yes, I did get my general. I And what? It gets worse. What, life or the memory?
I think Greg's and Scott's saying the extra. The extra is a.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is a what's it called? It's a beast, but it's definitely doable.
I think it's doable. I just don't know if I want to put myself through that right now.
That's why I said you're in the study mode and keep going. You know, let's be honest, Greg. I was you know how long on paper I was a general, right?
Please don't take this the bad way, but I think you're a lot brighter than I am about some stuff. And I'm not downgrading myself at all, but I'm not very good at that stuff. I'm probably better at some stuff that you're not good at, but like taking tests and that sort of like those tests that for the extra is not. I'll figure it out, but I need some time to figure it out. Look at
Scott.
He was in there too. By the way, I wish I actually got to see him. I've seen pictures of him, obviously, because I'm on Facebook with him. I don't think he's very active, but whatever. I actually got to see him, like his lips moving and hear him at the same time and smile. And
you mean he's not AI generated?
He's not AI. That might have been. I don't know. I don't know about self-esteem. I'm just being a little honest with things here. See, look at here. You got Keith. I got right, and I'm not shaking myself down at all. I do have some learning disabilities. I did have some problem getting through school at first. Not first, but I mean I passed everything. But I did have some problems discerning some things. And if you guys noticed here on my live stream, they're like telling me what to do, and I'm still punching stuff wrong. So,
hey, Greg. So Greg.
Yes. So, hey Don, nice to see you.
Now that you're a SADHAM/AG, what's your HF plans?
I was discussing this with Keith last night a little bit. I don't have the money to buy a brand new rig. I just don't at this point in time. I got Don in the house.
Don?
Yeah. Don and Keith are two great guys. And Denny, all these guys I talked to on 520 I talked to him 520 and I talked to him on 250 Upper Sideman.
Lawrence, there's a store called HRO. You can go and see them in stock and see it in action.
Yeah, I wasn't up for the $1,200 new Icom 7300. So my plan was just to wait a little bit and play. Keith was nice enough to offer me borrow his radio for a little while, which I totally appreciate. And I believe I sent you an email back. I apologize if I didn't. But I had found that there was a 7300 on QRZ.
That's what you're saying, right?
QRZ, yeah. That somebody in this chat sent to me. And I went ahead and bought it because there's none on eBay right now. And I didn't feel like paying the extra $400. So I did that. I bought a G5 RV.
Did you buy Feedline?
I have coax already ran.
Okay. Just making sure because I'm like,
yeah.
You want to make sure you got a Feedline. And
yep,
then
got a Feedline. I bought an adapter and some other stuff. Another switch.
So we're going to do some FT8 or something?
I'll probably do some FT8 maybe next week, but you won't be around. So maybe we can do it
I'll
when
be
you're
around.
in your secret location.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing a radio in my secret location.
I can get a direct line to LA at 10 meters in a day. Well, maybe we can try something.
Well, I hate to say this, Greg, but you needed to be a general of 10 meters, Greg.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you always said I had no privileges. And by the way,
you had limited privileges.
But you said I had no privileges.
You limited privileges. Limited.
But you said you had no privileges. You told me that. I had CW privileges on 20 meter?
No, on 40 and 80.
40 and 80. And I have some...
And 15 for that matter,
too. Yeah, and I had a little bit of a little tiny little block on 10 meter.
Yep.
So I already bought the stuff. I couldn't wait. I was going to wait, but that was a good deal in the 7300. I could not pass up. I've been wanting one to have it sit next to my 9700, which has been really good radio. I also bought some choke for it because I know the HF is going to be choking in my ham shack / audio room here a lot because I have a lot of audio going in and out of radios and stuff. So I'm going to get all that put in before I start transmitting here, maybe in a week or so. I don't know whenever I get the radio and all the gear in. So I got I think I set a foot switch, an adapter to go to XLR. There was something else.
Oh boy. I just can't wait for you to actually go on some certain frequencies, Greg.
Well, I can right now. I can do one of those remote.
Or you could. Or the SDR. Or SDR.
I'm going to wait for that, I think. I might.
You're getting a G5 RV, right? A mini one?
Yeah, the 52-footer. Because the 100 feet won't fit in my...
Are you going to be able to get it up and in somewhere?
It will be not that high.
Okay.
But I made contacts on 10 meter with it. And I heard this newer one's a little bit better. And I hope, and correct me if I'm wrong, there is a antenna tuner on that radio.
Yes, and I believe there's also a emergency mode where if the antenna is really out of match, it might match it, but you're limited to 50 watts. But yeah, there's a built-in tuner. It should complement your 9700. It looks pretty much the same size, I think, in shape.
Yeah, I have a space for it, but I don't know if the antenna cable will fit. So I'll have to. I don't know. I'll worry about that when I have to worry about that. They are twins. They're cousins. One's a girl. One's a boy. SDR control. Yep, I've downloaded some USB drivers for my laptop that I had sitting on the bathroom counter in Dodger Stadium. Oh, he just assumed. What do you mean by that? Come on, Mr. Sadham. Okay. And Keith is also has his own little YouTube page that he goes to a park just out by himself. He doesn't do it live. Girl or boy. I don't know what does the Easter Bunny identify as, or should I not go there? But we're going to try some Parks on the Air over at Chino Hill State Park, which is kind of in between us. It's obviously a little bit closer for me, but we're going to try that out sometime this summer. Make daily contact. See, there you go. So I'm going to stick with this for now, and that's probably going to be my antenna, just because of the situation I'm in. I might get something a little bit better to take to the park. I also want to get maybe a QRT rig of QRP, sorry, rig that I could take to a park or take with me on the road somewhere, with one of the battery pack. What kind of battery pack do you have with that?
I have for mine. I have a actually it's a USB battery that with USB-C that can put out like 12 volts, 3 amps, like one of those like ones you'd use to charge your cell phone a bunch of times.
Oh,
so something like that. Yeah.
I think you made some good contacts with that too, right?
Yep.
So
the other thing is, Mr. Lawrence, I think you're limited to 5 watts in the built-in battery. Because I know my Zygu with the built-in battery is limited to 5 watts. I need an external power supply for the 10.
705 was definitely something I was looking at, and I think that could do DStar, right?
Yes. Yep. Now the thing to note on the 705 is it does not have a tuner built in. Antenna tuner. The Zygo 6100 does, which is what I have. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I realized after, and I knew this before, I just didn't remember, the 7300 Icom does not do DStar HF, which is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, there is a DStar net or two on there somewhere. It does not? Doesn't do DStar HF?
Nope, does not. So I wanted to make a contact with Alfred up in Canada. I know he's a big fan of HF DStar. I think he gets on there and does some nets and stuff. He tried to make contacts with some guys down here, but I don't think he has. I think the timing was off or whatever, trying to get them together. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Is going to open up a whole new world. I'm hoping that I can make, especially you, being all the way on the East Coast, and I know your situation there.
Yeah, I know. Scott's been able to hear me. I haven't been able to hear Scott, but he's been able to hear me on, I think, 17 or 15 meters sideband.
Yeah, make some contacts, antenna to antenna. I know
Yeah.
Don and Keith, I've made contacts with antenna to antenna, but they're only about 50 miles away or so, or actually probably less than that.
Have you tried to get your, what was I going to say? What the hell was I going to say? You could do remote ham radio. Now, I don't know if they want you to have your license before you get an account.
I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna do a little bit of research. I know Scott mentioned that.
Get yourself a band plan. Get a PDF of the band
you
plan.
know what? On a totally serious note, I know you sent that to me yesterday. I'm gonna print that thing out first thing tomorrow morning. I can't print
post it
from up
right.
here.
It's right up. I have it right in front of my face, right here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get. Yeah, that's part of the test that I had problems with. Is where I can be. And all those numbers just get discombobulated after a while.
At least you said when you operate in the field, you can, just reference that guide.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna print 2 of those out and laminate
Hey,
them.
Denny, do you have a spare radio you can lend Greg? I mean, let's be honest.
I know Keith said he did, but I got one coming. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that's a good idea there, Ryan. When are you going for your extra? I've actually both Alex and KB2 UKA. We've discussed that before. They said,
"What's
when you
that?
get your general, do a simulcast with Alex and try to
hit him, work
W7.
him?
Yeah, what's up?
Try to work him?
Yeah,
Because the guy at KD2 UKA, depending upon if he's on 40, if he's on 20, if he's on 20, I'll probably skip right over him. We'll see.
that is because you're too close to the muff or whatever, or
I'm too close to him.
too close to him.
Yeah. All right. Well, so now that we have your, you're almost about to relinquish your sad ham
And
title.
now I can text some other people because I only let a very few people know. I wanted to let Keith know because he was one of the first people I talked to when I came back into ham radio. So and he was, I wouldn't say he was pushing me, but he's like, hey, it would be cool, you could do this, and he's like, just take it when you're ready, and you'll really like it. And I've been kind of watching his videos. I'm going, damn, that looks nice. I could just, if I got a day off, I just go over to the park by my house and just
But wait a second, Greg, you actually have to learn what a log is.
oh, I know what logs are.
No, not that
10
log.
a.m. Oh, really?
You got for
Do
parks
I
in the air.
have
If
to log?
you're gonna
But-
for POTA, if you want to.
No, it's not going to be a POTA park. It's like Chino Hills Recreational or Chino Recreational Park. But the Chino Hills one, yeah, I'm gonna do all the park stuff. I'm gonna take care of that some other point. But
you
definitely
just want
want
to go
to.
out and casually operate.
I want to get used to it a little bit.
And you also need to get QSL cards or consider them.
We've been having a lot of hot weather here in this part of the province. And
Oh, you know what I just remembered?
anyway,
What's that?
You got to send me bagels.
start getting a little cooler from
I just thought about that.
What are you talking about?
It has been very, very pleasant.
Oh, don't be doing that.
Doing what?
Bagels.
Yeah, what about them?
It's been hit pretty hard recently, that's for sure. In Saskatoon,
No,
we do get
Lawrence, I shipped them to Iowa, but aren't you in Texas now?
14 today.
My address is good on QRZ.
Got a chance to barbecue.
Bagels for the upgrade.
We're gonna have to figure that out once I get back from my
Wait
mystery
a minute, I have
location.
to wait another 2 more weeks?
Well, considering how long the hell you put me through on Saturday night.
I was the one that was in the bathroom with people going.
Yeah, that's good.
Damn, I was hoping I was going to have some by Wednesday.
Yeah, well, like you,
Did I? All right, we'll have to figure something out.
It's okay, don't worry, because I'm off on. I can have my wife try one. Whatever you got, whatever you brought to Florida was perfect. They didn't cover them with anything. It was just.
I'm gonna have to talk to you because I got to figure out. Well, we'll talk offline, but I think shipping them is gonna be is the question. That's the thing.
I'll Venmo you the shipping.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think. What's the money's not the issue. It's just how do you package them in a way to preserve them the best. You know what I mean?
Probably a Ziploc bag, and then I'm assuming Ziploc them so they're. What does this say here? I worked this local guy 3 times at CW POTA when he was in Chino.
So there's a
Hills
guy
State
that
Park.
went to Chino Hill State Park. He's on the CW bands and just
creates a situation
Danny, are you an extra?
Denny is an extra.
He's a smart guy.
Hey,
No doubt.
wait a second. Is Denny a volunteer examiner?
I don't think so. And by the way, here's the other thing. I appreciate everybody that took time out of their day and that are testing people, not just me, everybody. I know you do yourself. That's another way you can give back to the hobby. That is a really cool thing that you guys do, and it's actually probably made it a lot easier for people to test now. They don't have to wait till like a Saturday. Yeah, you can. I could just go, I'm ready, and like literally, I was testing with less than a half hour.
I think okay. I think the biggest thing was we had I just had, what did I tell you, Greg? This will be my final thoughts before you go play radio for real tonight. I said, I know you're close, and I said, there's one day, please don't test on Saturday. And what day did we test?
I know, but I was like ready. I mean, what am I gonna do?
But the thing is, like,
what if I go past and when I said,
well, there were some sessions that were happening last night where there's a lot of candidates and planned sessions with a lot of VEs. So that's why I was a little afraid. I'm like, am I gonna be able to get anyone just because they may not be in another session? So I messaged a couple people. I'm like, hey, you around? And he's like, oh, I'm in another session. I'm like, I got a one and done might be ready. The one who liked your phone name. And then I messaged Heather and got her, and she brought along another volunteer examiner who has a suspiciously similar call sign to someone in this channel.
Do I still have that up? Can I still bring this in here? Let me see if I still have it up. Oh, I do. Check this out. That's pretty cool. I got to send these people some emails.
You can just there are we're not supposed as a volunteer examiner you're not supposed to bribe us.
No. I just want to say thank you for like I just mentioned to you thank you for taking the time out and doing what you do because you're making the hobby grow a lot faster, I think, and that is awesome right there with the W7X and WM7C. So I missed the M in the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just thought, hey, the two of these guys, because I wanted Scott to sign, I wanted me to sign. I'm like, hey, he's got a call sign. His call sign's very similar. I'm like, let's have him sign.
So I just text my buddy Rich that actually lives 30 minutes from you. He's my coworker.
Okay.
And I sent him a text with the test,
the certificate. Yep.
the thing. And he said, congratulations, the HF fans are awesome right now, blah, 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 blah. Thanks. I took the test I called it something else.
Yeah.
He's like, I do some of my best thinking in the...
And what did he say?
He put, I do some of my best thinking in the...
Oh.
So, I do, because sometimes... And here's another quick story. I was having a really hard time programming. I was in Cleveland. I came from Houston doing baseball playoffs, and I couldn't figure out what was going on with this routing, what they call an atom system. I couldn't get things working right. And my coworker, my boss, one of my best friends, Jeff, is like, he's actually been on the show before. He's like, what's wrong with you? I go, dude, I gotta take. And you know what? Right? And he's like, well, just go. I'm like, I want to get this shit done. He's like, just go, right? Like, we're arguing about it. So I went and I sat there, just kind of relaxed and just, was in there for like 15 minutes. And I came out and I was like, oh, now I'm in there just typing away. And he's like, oh, you figured it out, huh? I'm like, yeah. I should have went earlier. Sorry. They're busy they're good as hell right now. Good.
All right, man. So let's go on to
of course.
Let's go play some. Let's do what we're here for, radio, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not HF radio yet, but it's coming.
It will be. And that might be a slow process because there's a lot of stuff I have to do to make this happen. So just
wait.
Patient
So
with me
hold on. So is your old complaining? So it used to be last year. It was you're busy. Earlier this year was the pitch clock. What's your excuse going to be now?
I just passed. I passed about. 24 hours ago, and you want me on the air right away?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Hold on, did Travis miss the story? I see Travis in the chat.
Travis, did you see what happened? Or did you hear what happened? I thought Sam would be in here too, but I guess he's not. thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, he just got. He just got.
here.
All right, show it. I guess you could show it one more time.
I don't think I have it available. I don't have it available, but I passed my general. Oh, we have somebody here?
No, that's just.
Oh, I passed my general, and I took it in the family restroom, I'm calling it, at Dodger Stadium during the game with 56,000 people going and the PA blasting in the room. So, my buddy Rich just told me,
on,
hey,
Jeff.
we do
Hold
our
on,
best
Jeff.
thinking in the restroom.
Hold on. Who's needy, Jeff?
Licensed, and then my kids were born shortly after, so got back into it, got crazy into it, and I'm the president of the local.
All right, Greg. Where
All
are we
right,
going?
yeah.
30 Charlie, 1 Charlie.
There's some people talking on 30 Charlie. Should I just go over to, like, I wouldn't call it my reflector, but
344 Charlie.
yeah, just so we can have a nice conversation without,
Do you need your ego stroked?
what?
Your ego stroked now that you've passed.
Oh yeah, I need my ego stroke. What's up, Derek? K6EGGAG.
Stroke AG.
You're the sad ham tonight.
Nope. Oh, Jeff, I could be a lot worse.
No, I don't think so. Where have I been? I don't know.
Well, hold on. I could tell him where he wasn't. I know where he wasn't, Greg.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm on 344 Charlie. I got to bring up the dashboard to see if anybody followed over. And you guys have it? Does anybody have a good?
Good
like
what? All right, Greg. Let's go back to
general
normal
testing
streaming.
story. Oh, you know what? I got to text one other person.
How about you go play radio, Greg?
I will, but I have to. Hold on. It's Gabe, KO6N. I forgot. I was going to do that yesterday.
Okay.
He's a very good dude, and he's helped me out a ton. We got John in there now. And that's John, KE4TZN. Yeah, so it's 3XLX. Let me pull this up here. XLX344 Charlie. John was nice enough to host this for us. I think he does some computer stuff himself for a living. So if you guys need any of his expertise, please contact him. So he was nice enough to make this happen. Yes, Gabe is the man. I would not be where I'm at. That was weird. Somebody key up there? Yes, they did. At least as far as digital world, without him. He's a very smart, very kind, and very patient individual. So I'm going to get on 344 Charlie. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring reflector 344 Charlie from Southern California. Should I say AG? That just sounds cheesy.
Nah, you don't need. You don't.
I'm not supposed to.
I mean, you're not doing. I don't know. You just talk tonight.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but you could, and it doesn't sound that cheesy. N6DTE.
Copy that. Where do you spend Thursday nights? Oh, crap. He's breaking up. Oh.
I get to go to her house earlier. Sometimes I get to go to her house later, and then I take a nap right in the middle of that fancy lid net every week.
And actually, you know what? I get to see you doing radio now. I on your QRZ page. I think this is the first time I've actually seen what you look like. Well, congratulations.
Well, I have talked to you over DStar before, so that's on you, bud. But congratulations on your general, and maybe somebody else wants to jump in here. 7-3, and I'm so stoked for you. And 6DT.
And Travis, in all seriousness, thank you very much. Yeah, definitely, we've talked before, obviously, but I appreciate you, everybody, having my back and kind of pushed me towards this, because if I was just on my own, I probably just would have kept on doing what I was doing. So I appreciate that, Travis. N6DTE, up the Central Coast here in California. And Don, were you in there? Or did you just key up there? W6DUO.
Yeah, I'm here, Greg. I'm hoping Keith would come up on the reflector. I haven't heard him yet.
Copy that, and I see that you have a different QRZ picture. It used to be, it looks like you were at a dinner party or something like that, if I recall.
I don't know, Greg. I haven't looked at it for a while. What picture does it show?
Let me pull this up. It looks like inside of your ham shack, you could see your 991 Alpha, your 5100, and your your 7100.
One A 705 5100, and I just got that Zagu Shagu 6100.
Copy that, and I know it's, Travis was just mentioning it's a good feeling to get upgraded. I wish I could have enjoyed it a little bit more, but I had to go straight back into work, which I wasn't really doing much, but it was like, I want to go, yeah! And I'm like, I couldn't, like, I had to keep myself. And that, I don't know what the word is, but that excitement kind of wore off by the time I got out of there. Did you know a band Echo Smith from Chino? No, I do not.
Yeah, I understand. It really opens up a lot of different doors for you, and you like to kind of be on the cutting edge, so I think you'll have fun with it, Greg.
And really quick, what year did you take your extra class or your extra test? John, we got quite a few people in here tonight.
I'm not extra, I'm advanced, and I took that back 60, it was over in the 70s.
And does the advanced give you the extra, like bands? How does that work? I don't remember seeing that anywhere.
It's on the band plan, Greg.
It is?
Yep.
Like I said, I didn't remember seeing that. I didn't look that
Yeah,
far.
it's not available anymore, and it does give you most privileges. There's a couple slices on a couple bands that the extra can operate, but it generally is full coverage except for a couple slices, Greg.
Copy that. That's pretty cool stuff. I think you could basically do the same thing. And then obviously you said you took it back in the 70s, so you're to get that advanced class next to your name.
To me, advanced sounds. I think Gabe is advanced also. We're not giving up our advanced. Well, Greg, I was surprised to hear that you passed it. I mean, not that I knew you weren't able to pass it, but I was surprised and happy for you, and I look forward to talking to you on HF one of these days.
Copy that. I'm looking forward to jumping in that realm and talking to some folks that I already know, which is you, and talking to a few other folks out there. That's going to be it's going to be pretty fun being able to talk. I know when I was playing with a 10 meter, I don't know, 8 years ago, it wasn't as solid as some of the 20 meter bands that you can have regular conversations with. I was just making contacts, and that was it. So I'm looking forward to if we meet up at the park again. And being able to use one of your guys' radios real quick. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. He has some articles on the sunspots and everything coming up. Said we're going to have maybe about 4 more years of good skip, on the different frequencies, even 6 meters. So looking forward to it. Okay, Greg, I'll be on the side. I was hoping Keith would figure out how to get up here on 344, so I'll be on the side. It's W6DUO.
Copy that. I don't see him in the looks like the dashboard yet, so hopefully he'll get in there.
It's letter E.
K5TAR.
Hey there, Ryan. Are you in the shower or anything like that? Good evening there. K5TAR. How are you doing tonight?
Doing well. Just got my 7100 programs to openspot. That way I don't have to go run inside and go grab the bag or the 52 or anything like that. But it's much more comfortable. I got my foot pedal and my headset, so it probably sounds a little bit better, too.
You're sounding very good there. Since you got your general, a couple questions. How long did it take for that to show up on QRZ? And have you played, or did you play any general when you were in AG, or did you just wait? You didn't have your radio and stuff.
What's up, Terry? Good evening.
It was 3 days. I tested on Sunday, and by Wednesday it went live. I didn't do it while I was flashing HG because I don't know. I was busy with my life, and I didn't want to have to do extra call sounds on the end. I was just going to wait. I went ahead and waited until it was final.
Yeah, it's probably going to be at least a week or a week or so before I can probably get back on the air and clean up the feed line that I have going outside and come up with a plan to maybe get that new antenna up a little bit higher. Higher the better. Get it away from the ground a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully even making contact with you maybe on an HF band. I think that'd be really cool. We can maybe meet here and see what propagation's in.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. I'd like to do 10 meters or maybe 20 meters. I always keep saying 10 meters because I know I heard stations from LA during the daytime on 10. On 20, I can't hear stations in Texas because I'm too close to them. But I'm probably going to hit you on 20 in LA. But I'm very interested in doing DStar HF because I hate static. I hate static with a passion. That's why I love digital radio so much over.
I personally love the HF sound, but I hate interference static, like like a car engine or alternator noise. But good old HF always sounded good. Or sideband for the most part. I don't like the squeaky voices, but it's just kind of cool. You hear them wave in and wave out. It's like the earth talking to you almost.
Oh yeah. I love the audio audio, the mic audio is great on HF. It's just the static in between. Being a radio tech, since I was working at avionics and on the marine communication radios as well, just static is what I always tune radios to stay off of. So just, I don't know, it's like putting your nails on a chalkboard, but doing it every day for fun. I don't know, it's real weird.
Yeah, and the other thing I'm looking really forward to is hitting some more international contacts. I hear a lot of guys that are in like the Fiji Islands and stuff that have powerful stations. I would love to make some contacts with those folks too. I think that would be really cool. I don't know how well I'm going to do with that antenna setup I have, but I think me and you would be able to make contact, and I think that would be pretty cool stuff to meet somewhere like here. And I wish I would be able to do like DStar HF. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know Amir up in Calgary, I'm spacing on his call letters right now, showed me a couple different things, how he works, HF, DStar, and it's pretty cool stuff. It sounds like they're on a reflector like we're talking right now.
Yeah, roger that. I can't wait to do some, I try to do some, or listen for some over the weekend from DStar HF on different bands. Also, ask if frequency was available. Call CQ a little bit on DStar side, but no answer there. But it is super rare, but I would really love to see how that works. I'm going to try to catch them on their net night maybe and check that out.
Yeah, the plan eventually for me is, I believe the 705 does HF DStar, is to get a QRP rig that I can take out with me when I travel, or I could just take to a park. I could probably just set it up here too if I want to do HF DStar. I think that would be pretty cool stuff, and would love to play with that a little bit.
Yeah, it does sound like fun. It does sound like fun, but I have real bad luck with QRP on myself. I love to have 50 watts or above. Mobile or above is fine for me. Roger net, DStar net on Saturday and Sunday. Thank you very much, Lawrence.
Yeah, I think, I'm just checking out this guy's QRZ page here, Audio Guru here. He's got a lot of older stuff, analog audio stuff. That's another thing. He's got the RE50 or RE20 pardon me. I want to play with some audio on HF here and tweak my audio in a little bit to see how I can do on HF. I know there's not too much I can do on a digital side of things, or not digital side, but with these digital enhanced radios like the Icom 9700. But I still think that I can, with gain structure and compression, I could probably roll in some EQ and stuff to kind of, filter my voice through some of the noise a little bit. I've actually seen this guy.
One of the channels I follow on YouTube is a Kilo 1 Golf Mike. That gentleman is his audio sounds like butter. It's just the best audio I've ever heard in my life. That dude knows what he's doing. He's got various different setups for all kind of stuff. He can point you in the right direction for sure.
Did you say Kilo 1 Mike?
Go on the YouTube page and search for Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Green Mountain Maniac.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this stuff before. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. He's got some cool stuff. Looks like I'm just subscribed now, so I'll have to check this out.
Yeah, go through his playlist. He specifically does things for 7300s as well. And I think he may teach you how to adjust things with your mic and whatnot on the 7300. But he also does the Sun SDR and some other SDRs. But all of his audio is awesome. In fact, I was responding to a CQ on 10 meters one night, and as I was trying to break up the pilot, he came over on top of me, and it just sounded awesome, even in my headset. It was wonderful.
Hey, T-Ray, this is Greg K6EGG/AG.
Yeah, I am looking forward to hearing some of those stations. I think there's a station in Connecticut. I want to say, I can't remember, it's a K1 station, I think. And he's got a bunch of old AM broadcast gear he uses, and he's got that in his audio chain to go out. And I've heard at least what he reproduces on somebody reproduced on YouTube. He sounded like a shortwave or AM radio station.
Did you guys say
right,
what?
Those guys, they're really good on their audio. I love hearing them better than just garbage audio that may be coming across.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably see sometimes when you see me my facial expressions when somebody comes through on digital that just sounds absolutely horrendous. I normally don't say anything because it's like, whatever, I'm not going to sit here and talk to them unless they say something like, how do I sound? But sometimes it's like ice picks going through your ear.
What's up, T-Ray? Yes, that is an AG.
Oh, yeah.
Or Sad Ham.
Some of the stations with different radios I've heard as I'm cruising 10 meters and 20 meters, man, I just can't take that audio.
Yeah, there's a couple people that I hear on repeaters here. They try to make their audio sound like CB, and it's like, dude, we don't need the blasting audio on FM. It's all up on a shelf anyways.
Yeah, some people go really hot on the mic gain, and that overdrives things. And in avionics, I learned why all airline pilots sound like cowboys. They have side tone, which in our world is called monitor mode. So I turn up my monitor mode so I can hear my own voice in my ears, and I can make sure I'm not shouting into the microphone or driving my gain up. It came default to setting 100. I think it was default at 40% mic gain. And then when I turn the monitor mode on, I could hear my foot pedal. I could hear the air conditioner. I could hear myself shouting into it. Now down 31%. It sounds with this level here.
And to your point, we just mentioned about the airline pilots and pilots in general. And I think Denny, if he's still listening or watching online, KN6KNE, part of my school when I was taking my pilot's license is they had like a lot of it's radio and getting your radio voice and getting used to hearing your voice and kind of having a style of talking so you're going through your routine. I know I've heard police officers do that, dispatchers do that. It just gives you your presence and stuff like that. I call them 747 voices because they're like 747 ready for takeoff.
Don't we have a resident expert of that in the chat?
We do. And I'm hoping
I
still
got a couple
watching.
of comments from the local club members here. They said they sound like my one guy, Doug N5CI. He says he feels like he needs to pull his office chair up and put on a seatbelt every time I get on a local net because I sound like an airline pilot with a headset and everything. I said I am using a headset. That's precisely why.
But did you have somebody try to train you there, Denny?
Also, a lot of pilots are sent to America on purpose so they can learn American English as pilots because American English is more sought off after with the airlines. So they send a whole bunch of foreigners to Florida for flight school. And the one thing that they concentrate on is speaking American English over any other language over the avionics radios.
think I got a little visitor in here, so I'm gonna have her say hello.
I think when I do it, you're bad.
You want to show people your robe? People can see. What are you cooking?
Okay, so that was clear before. I'm going to
Maybe
leave
it's her.
K5TA clear. I'll let anybody else take it over. Thank you.
Really?
Copy that. This is Greg, K6EGG, along with my daughter, Haley.
You like me, but this is...
Smell like something burning in here. Oh, you know what? That's what you're wearing.
What? This? What? It's this?
K6EGG. Hello, Greg. Hello, Miss Harry.
I don't want it to.
Yes.
And it's going to be a long time.
Hey there, Kevin. Nice to hear you in there. Where are you at these days, or at least today? KQ4CCM. This is Greg, K6EGG.
What's that, Haley? Are you out of here?
No, I'm talking to my mom.
What about my mom?
No, I'm talking...
You talked to his mom earlier. Your grandma.
I talked to your mom.
Yeah?
Well,
Thank you,
just got
Terry.
openspot 3 today, and so I was programming and set up on 30 Charlie, and then I got to figure out how to put it in here on the 344. So that was an experience. It wasn't too bad, though. So talking
I
to my Icom 878 plus. Man, see here. And so now I've got 4 different profiles. One for Red Meister, one for Team CIA, one for the 30 Charlie, and now one for the 344C.
Right on. Sorry, I got a little distracted with Haley in the background there. As you know, having a Haley yourself, right?
And also with a robe.
What?
I'm wearing a robe.
She's very excited about her robe.
She's very excited about her robe.
Uh-huh. I know I can't wear mom.
Yeah, and really that I have met has been a live wire. So that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Hello back there in the background, Mr. Haley. Mine's spelled
Daddy,
H-E.
I think this
We
robe
gave
is a
her an
medium.
uncommon
A
spelling.
medium robe.
Just
It's a
be a little different. And I'll tell you what, she is nothing else. I call her 1,000 places. Change the face to 0.5. So, no, I tell you, the girls got Haley, you gotta watch out for them. The people, advertise for
That's
sure.
me a new dollar. A $1.
I don't have any dollars.
No, Peabody did. Peabody gave me a $1. Not you. Peabody.
I'm sorry. I'm going to take a quick little standby from the radio. I got my daughter talking in my ear.
Hi, Haley. What happened here?
Roger, no problem, there, Greg. K6EGG, KG4CCM. Save me for free. I'll get back to watching the stream.
Daddy, I'm flexible. See that?
Yeah?
You're not flexible.
No.
There you go. You're in there. Sorry, I had a little problem there.
Daddy.
K6EGG from LNJXX.
I was like, what was it? I was like, oh,
All right. So, someone called me there. I got too much stuff going on at once. Oh, yes.
Hey there, Dave. N1JXX. This is Greg, K6EGG. Sorry. Haley in the background and was dealing some quick stuff there.
Sorry, Kevin, if you're still watching.
Yeah, I saw Haley in the background. I saw her there bothering you a little bit. Well, congratulations on your general. I know that makes, when I took my test for my technician, that was something. I was sweating pretty bad.
My name is Dash.
So anyways, I went to work at 4 in the morning to do an after prom, clean up the mess there, and I'm beat. I'm ready to hit the sack. So you take care, Greg, and Seth, you take care too. We'll catch you guys later.
Thanks,
7-3. This is N1JXX, Northwest Missouri.
Copy that. There, Dave, N1JXX. This is Greg, K6EGG on XLX344 Charlie.
Sales.
So you want to show your new robe off to everybody?
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about this robe? Who designed it? She's like, what?
What do you like about it?
What do you like about it?
The
polka dots?
The fuzziness?
The softness?
The polka dots and the fuzziness like mini.
Like Minnie?
Yeah.
Oh, the polka dots are kind of like Minnie Mouse.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
And what are you wearing underneath there?
That grandma gave me.
And what is that there?
A unicorn.
A unicorn, huh?
My mom said I want to take it off.
Your mom?
Yes.
My mom said, why pulled this?
Did you tell the missus, by the way?
Yeah, not the
I told her last night. She was like, yeah, good. She doesn't know what's going on with it.
This girl?
Did you tell her about the testing environment?
Did I tell you I took the test in the bathroom?
You did.
Yeah, okay.
What, the test?
Yeah, I can't believe I took the test at the Dodger Stadium family bathroom.
Radio test.
In a bath?
Where it was like the press level family,
Yeah.
not the public
That's so
area,
weird.
the press area.
Yeah, but still.
So not in a public area, just to make it clear to anyone in the street.
It was technically called the all-gender bathroom. I'm just going to
What I'm just saying is,
family.
if I was a fan paying a ticket to attend the game, I could not get to that bathroom.
Oh, no.
Right.
No. That's a...
That's a for employees only, staff type of things.
Yeah, just I think people with certain symbols or whatever on their credential to get into Dodger Stadium. What are you doing there? Are you going to school tomorrow early?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm going to Miss Gabby.
Are you, no crying tomorrow, are you?
Nope.
Just
Just a little bit of crying?
No, I'm doing a lot.
No, you'll help Miss Gabby, and she'll be very thankful.
And next Sunday, I'm going to make hamburgers and hot dogs for dinner. Yeah. You like hot dogs?
Uh-huh.
You like hamburgers?
I just
And Mommy might get some beans for us.
I think I just like the meat
Beans.
of the hamburger.
Yep, the meat of the hamburgers.
Need a badge? Can I ask for it? Yeah, the bathrooms at stadiums can get what we refer to the phrase blown up. And that's probably not the best phrase to use, but they get kind of nasty.
I'm thinking of a country in Europe.
But I can't leave
The Italian kilowatt. Italy.
That's the Porta Johns. That's not the regular bathrooms. That's a whole nother subject. Can you imagine me taking in one of those?
What?
That would have been totally gross.
Daddy, guess what? I saw spiders in Mammo's pool.
I bet you Mama didn't like that.
Mama didn't see it, thankfully.
But I did.
There's spiders that crawl all over Mommy when she's sleeping at night.
Damn it.
Do you know one time at Disneyland, a mouse crawled up her leg?
It did. It was gross.
In Florida? That was in... Yeah, do you guys want to hear a good story? This is story time. This is story day. So we're at... It was at Epcot, right?
Yes.
So it's right before she was born. Was it that? No, it was the trip before.
Yeah, I think so.
So it was like 2014. We go to do a Florida trip. We do Disneyland, and did we do Disneyland that time? No.
It was just Epcot.
It was Epcot. So we do Epcot, and there was like the 9 p.m. fireworks. that were she was sitting. I think I was still standing next to a bush. Getting ready to overlook that little lake area. I don't know if you guys been to Epcot Center or whatever. But anyways, she's like, we were like itching or something.
I felt something on my leg.
Felt something on her leg, and it was a
mouse. Luckily on the outside of my leg, not in the inside pant leg.
Oh, it didn't go up your inside pant? I thought it went up in your inside. Because it was sort of cold.
I think
it was Mickey Mouse crawling up my pants.
Ew.
That was gross.
Mickey Mouse.
And then spiders crawled all over at the hotel room in the middle of the night.
Daddy's lying.
That was in Orlando. I'm going to wake her up one day and play a joke on her and put a spider on her.
Me?
Yeah.
That is not cool.
You'd be very upset at me?
That would be not cool
I think all I do to me, I'll just cry. I'll cry.
Yeah. You're a crying friend, though. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'll just stop it.
No, I don't want you to be afraid of the bed. That's the last thing I want you to be afraid of. All right. Well, you gonna go to bed now?
No.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed. No. Yes. Daddy's pretty tired tonight. He didn't get much sleep last night.
Why? But the Milo?
Because of Milo, yes. Our cat has a Milo, that big guy. Medium guy.
I think he's like this big.
Yeah, he's pretty big, but he's round.
He's round.
He snores, and he has like a upper respiratory whatever deal, and he makes a lot of noise when he sleeps.
Is there a cat version of like sleep apnea?
What noise?
If anything, he would have it.
What noise?
Everybody loves Milo. Milo's an awesome cat. Don't get me wrong. He takes a lot of stuff from Haley.
Wait. I
Sometimes you're mean to him. You got to be nice to him.
I think he's medium like this.
He used to be medium. He used to be small.
Like
when we
this.
first got him, he was this big. You could pick him up with one hand. Now there's no way we can do that.
You can barely pick him up at all.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. So good night, Haley. I'll see you on Wednesday.
I can't believe Daddy. Daddy can still carry him.
I don't like to pick him up because he doesn't like to be picked up. Don't do that, please. That hurts.
All right.
All right. I'll see you later. I love you. Good thing I have another arm. Poor little fella.
What? Who?
Milo. So let me get back in here. Sorry for the echo there. I am on 344 Charlie. 344 Charlie.
John, is that you in there? KE4TZN.
Poor little big fella.
Yeah, hey Greg. How you doing? KE4TZ, and congratulations, sir.
Thank you. It was 23 years coming, and I appreciate you hosting this reflector here. I sent somebody your way. I don't think we want to talk about it, but he was interested to see how you could link stuff together or whatever. Yeah, this is cool. I think we almost have a record in there. How many people we had in there? We had, I think, 11 at one point, self-included. I think our record was 12. Oh, somebody just cut out.
This is what I'm talking about here.
That's okay. Well, good. Yeah, he reached out to me, and I got to get a time set together, and we'll work on getting him up and going, too. So, we're good deal. Yeah, I'm glad you've done it. It took me a long time to get my general as well, but it's well worth it. So, hey, as long as you get it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when I was taking the test, I'm going, I'm doing this in a bathroom. I'm going to remember this for a while. This is my favorite hobby. So it was kind of awkward. I was like, I wish I could have, enjoyed it a little bit better. But yeah, man, I can't wait to get on some new bands. And I've never been on HF other than 10 meter and 11 meter, if people call that still CB. So it'll be pretty cool to float across the D layer, the F2 layer, the E layer, and all that stuff. It's going to be coming my way shortly.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast. I just got my Master of Communications Europe today on PRC. I've been working some FT4, and 10 meters was wide open today, so it was great. So you're gonna love it. I actually made a contact with a guy over there in California today on FT4 on 10. So get the antenna up, have the fun. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I kind of want to mess with a little bit. I'm going to have a lot more at my disposal, so to speak, to make contact and to just kind of play with the hobby a little bit more. I know Seth, on a serious note, Seth's like, yeah, man, that's going to open up all kinds of different avenues to show people what you're doing, at least as far as the YouTube channel goes. And I got to say, once again, that was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done as far as tests go, with having all those people watch me. Knowing that my every little move, they're thinking in there, I could just picture and hear Seth in my head, well, you're going too fast. You're doing that. You're hitting on, don't hit that key.
So,
right?
so it didn't do anything, though.
I know.
It didn't help.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, well, it's always tougher when you got somebody you know administering the test and watching over your shoulders. Yeah, I could hear Seth like he does on the channel. Like, you're doing that wrong. But it's all good. Hey, I'm excited. And you'll get some stuff going here, and we'll get some folks experiencing some new modes and things. So it's going to be a good thing. So, again, congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm planning on getting up a little bit early tomorrow morning and watching there's a SpaceX Super Heavy launching tomorrow from Texas. Be first time a rocket was launched from the state of Texas, actually in the state, not off Galveston Island or whatever where they did it before. So I'm just trying to think, is it Super Heavy or Star? It's Star something or other that's going to be launching.
The Star Base.
Yeah, it's the biggest one he's launched yet, and I can't remember the name of the year. I saw the article earlier, and I think the FAA, not the FCC, but the FAA gave approval. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. It's going to start changing things. He's pushing the envelope, which is great. We've been still for so long. It's good to see him in private industry pushing the envelope and getting us further along.
Yeah, it's called Star. Gosh, dang it! Starship Super Heavy Rocket is the official name, and yeah, it's good to see somebody out there. I know a lot of people disagree with how Elon Musk. What's the word I'm looking for? Presents himself, I guess, and some of his theories, but sometimes you need to think out the box a little bit, because we wouldn't have cell phones or anything like that if we didn't know we needed it till we had it. So he's definitely I don't know if he would be considered a Herbert Hughes, I believe, of his day right now, but definitely we have somebody that's very innovative, and he's not necessarily making these things himself, but he's bringing the people together to make that happen, and sometimes that's all you need.
Oh yeah, you get the collaboration going, and it gets the creative juices flowing, as they say. So push the boundaries and explore forward.
And sometimes you don't need to be the smartest one in the room. You just surround yourself with all the smart people you can, and try to put them in places where you know they're going to excel. At least I feel that way about my work environment. If I try to lead a little bit as much as I can, so to speak, and try to put the people that I know they're going to excel the best as far as where to place them and where their good points are at. And sometimes having two people from polar opposites come together, can make something really good happen, or make something, they can get an idea to make something more efficient to make happen. So I think that's what he's more about, and his innovation, obviously, and his push and drive to make things happen is definitely a benefit.
Yeah, that's right. Just think about, where electric cars have leaped forward and advanced so much more with what he's done. And I hate to see the Cybertruck got deleted. I was really excited to see that come. I mean, I'm in a very rural area, so getting electric cars for a lot of riding is not good for us here. But, it's good to see the technology advancing and trying new things. So, hey, explore, see what happens, and, learn from your mistakes and move forward.
Absolutely, and sometimes you have to make those mistakes to move forward, and making sure when you are moving forward, you finish all the first steps you need to make that next step happen. Something that I've kind of based my life on is you can't go to the next step until you finish what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. So I don't want to get too philosophical, or what, I can't pronounce that right, but I feel you, man. I'm looking forward to this. Big thing's going to happen. We're going to be going around the moon again here next year or so, and hopefully this thing launches okay. I'm probably putting about 25% chance of being totally successful, but we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. I think it's worth enough for me to get up early and watch it.
Most definitely. It's going to be fun.
8 a.m. Central.
All right, well, I'm going to jump out real quick. Somebody on the local repeater here is giving me a holler, so let me check in with them real quick, and I'll...
Say what?
Oh, we got a sad ham in here. Who was that? Was that you, Seth?
What?
That wasn't you, was it?
I think I hit a dead spot there.
Maybe.
I still got you in there.
You guys like that echo? I get that. I have that in my ear all the time when I'm on the radio.
Oh, yeah, I'm sitting here looking. One of the guys here in town got a FT991, so he's got it linked up to the repeater, and he's connecting to different rooms. So he's playing with Fusion. So all right, no big deal. Anyway, I'll leave it for somebody else that's have a pop in here. KU4TZ.
Copy that. K6EGG on XLX344 Charlie.
And anybody new to the live stream tonight, don't forget to subscribe as well. Getting awful close to 1,500 subscribers here, which I'm hoping to hit before the summertime hits.
There you go. I got you in there a little bit, Kevin. You're got a few dropouts there. Want to try it again?
I just had a question about the call gateway. Is that something that he has himself or what?
I didn't catch all that. You've got a lot of dropout. You're a little over about 3% dropout. You want to try her again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Greg. I don't know what's going on. It must be my internet, but I was just asking about the multi-protocol gateway. And is that John he hosted that, or I've never actually heard of the multi-protocol there.
Yeah, that'd probably be not a question for me. I did not set anything up on this. Probably John there can answer that question for you. KE4TZN there for you, Kevin.
Roger. He's just down the road from me, so I'm going to have to get up with him. He's a feller in North Carolina, so appreciate it. I just thought I'd ask if I went to his website and pulled up the multi-port gateway, or multi-protocol, I should say, gateway, like you got pulled up there. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever even transmitted on DMR. Like I said, this open spot has really helped me there, because the only DMR radio I have is this Icom here.
Copy that. You're breaking up quite a bit. It's kind of hard to understand you there, but I got the gist of it there.
Yeah, he's breaking up quite a bit here. And this is Kevin, KQ4CCM. Thanks, T-Ray. I appreciate it. Please let the other ham radio YouTube fellas know. I know a couple of them are bugging me, including MRD. So maybe I can hit him up on HF band here in the very near future. I think that would be pretty cool to connect with those guys. I'm really looking forward to talking to Alex over in South Florida there. And KB2 UKA, Doug out not too far away from Seth in Long Island, New York. By the way, I just looked at his QRZ profile. I know I mentioned him in my beginning story there about the ground radios picture he had on his QRZ page, but that seemed to he seemed to have taken that off, so he's not on there. It's not, that picture's not on there, but I still have it stuck in my head, and of course I got that question wrong. So, well, it happens. Seth, what do you got planned for this week?
I'm going to a mystery location on Thursday.
Oh?
Yep.
Africa?
Yep. Nope, not Africa.
Do they have bagels there?
Where I'm going? They might be like Thomas's.
Those aren't real bagels.
Oh.
They don't even put them in water, right?
No, I have no idea.
It's all about the water. Are you going to be around this Wednesday night?
I'm going to be most likely packing. I might be around. I'm going to be like running around like a chicken with their head cut off, kind of like someone was on Saturday night when they're getting ready to take their exam.
I wasn't running around.
I don't know, you seemed like nervous. So
I definitely nervous, no doubt about it. I wasn't running around. I just wanted to get through it. Oh my goodness, I wanted to get through it. I felt so relieved. I'm like, now I don't have to worry about studying for a while. That was probably one of the last tests I'm going to take. Well, unless I have to take my driving test again. But we'll see about the extra. I have plenty of room to play with as far as HF is concerned on the bands there for a general. So nonetheless, I'm looking forward to hopefully on next week get something going. I have I have not this Monday off, but the following Monday, and if I get everything done I need to get done and everything gets shipped in time by the end of the week and I get everything, hopefully maybe next Monday I can play some 20 meters.
How about 40 meter?
I could play all
meter?
that. I could play all that.
Okay, because depending on the time of day for my mystery location.
K6EGG N7AKC.
You got N7AKC in there from, I believe that's Tucson.
What's up, David? N7AKC. This is Greg, K6EGG, here in Southern California. A good evening over there.
Yeah, good evening from Tucson. Did I hear you correctly? You passed your general? Oh my God, this is amazing.
It's breaking
now we can
news.
play on HF. You got a radio coming?
First off, I appreciate it. I do have a radio coming. I was actually going to wait, but a good deal fell in my lap. I couldn't pass up. So I ended up taking it as an Icom 7300. Should hopefully be here by the end of the week. And like I was just saying on the stream, hopefully by next Monday I can at least get something on the air. I don't know how much, but we'll see here. And I'm looking forward to it. And it's nice to get that weight off my shoulders and jump into the next part of ham radio there. Not that I'm saying I'm going to go anywhere from DStar and stuff.
No, that's good because I'm glad you
And at
keep
times-
digital alive and very exciting. I'm happy to join in when I can. A lot of times I work late at night. It's a little difficult for me to get in there. I'm a UPS driver, so I can't just get on the radio when I want. But on the weekends, I've been playing with 20 meters, 40 meters, and a lot of fun with this Kenwood TS890 that I have at home. And I'll tell you, 10 meters was wide open the other week. It was just great. I was with 100 watts FM. I was hitting London, and about 4 or 5 stations jumped in there. A buddy of mine were talking, and we created a pileup. And I know, as a tech, you had privileges on the 10 meter band, but it's so much better. And that 7300 is an awesome radio. I looked at that for quite a while. As a matter of fact, I owned a 7600, but the 73 was cool, but I chose the 890 because, I don't know, just I'm a Kenwood guy. But, hey, congratulations. I think that's awesome, and I can't wait to do some experimenting. And if Seth wants to jump in there from the East Coast, we'll see if we can't get a path.
Use there, Mr. T-Ray.
Back to you, N7AKC.
Yeah, copy that. I'm really looking forward to tucking the antenna with a few of you folks all you folks out there that can do it. I think maybe having XLX reflector or some sort of DStar, and we can kind of coordinate between YouTube and DStar and try maybe get, like you just said, a pile up going or something. They hear somebody talking, and we get somebody floating around a band that sees us, and maybe we get something started. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to try a couple different things. It's worked on digital where people saw me on YouTube, and then they followed me over, and I think I started with 3 people in this reflector, and now we got up to 12 at one point. So that's kind of what I was trying to do with HF. I think that would be pretty cool. And of course, with HF, as you know, there's probably a heck of a lot more people watching there, or sorry, not watching, listening as far as bands can go, because we can be going all over the world.
I have not heard of TAKT
Yeah,
speakers.
I especially
No.
like, you got me to dust off my, my hotspots and stuff and get back into digital. And that's why I enjoy watching you and listening in when I can. I know sometimes you come up at different hours that I'm just not available. But, yeah, HF is a lot of fun, but so is digital. DStar, to me, is pretty amazing. I haven't made the jump on DMR yet, but, right now I'm comfortable on DStar. And I can push about 500-600 watts off my vertical antenna, and I should have no problem hitting you, in California. As a matter of fact, in July, we got married, the wife and I, 30 years ago, coming up in July in La Jolla, right on a cliff overlooking the ocean. And we're going back for our anniversary coming up in July. So I'll be down there for a couple of days, and then I have a daughter that lives up around Irvine, and we're going to stay for a couple of days up there. I'm not sure how far away from your QTH that is without actually looking it up, but if anything, I'll just bring an HT and see if I can't hit you. Is Irvine a ways away? Is it possible to hit you on Simplex?
Definitely won't be able to hear you on Simplex with an HT, possibly with like a bass, but there's a lot of dirt in between me and where Irvine sits. There's a little bit of a mountain range there, but definitely you can hit some repeaters over to me without a problem. Santiago or Pleasance Peak or something like that will shoot right over that hill without any any issues, let me know. You know where to reach me. I think that would be pretty cool. We just did that with somebody else that was out from Arizona not that long ago. So I think that would be pretty fun to do. He actually got on the Papa system. So that would be fun. I'd love to try that out.
I believe that was Matt about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I have your email. What I'll do is I'll shoot you an email and let you know when I'm going to be up in the area. And if you want to respond back, and let me know which repeaters would be cool. I mean, I can always take DStar, with me as well. But we're going to be flying in, flying out, and usually, we travel light on the plane, bring everything with us. So years ago, they used to let me use my scanner. I think one time I asked the pilot, I said, "Hey, you okay if I use my scanner? We're cruising." And he was like, "Sure, no problem." But that was, before, a bunch of idiots got on planes and, try to do things. But anyway, I'll see if I can't pack something and bring it along. Obviously, I don't want to take away from, from the time with my wife. I think we're going to try to get reservations at George's on the Cove down there in La Jolla, because that's where we had our wedding dinner years ago, and we're going to try to eat there again on our anniversary. So anyway, I'm just going to watch the stream for a bit, and I just wanted to say congratulations. So we'll catch you later. We'll be watching for a bit. K6EGG, November 7, Alpha Kilo Charlie 73.
Copy that. Pardon me. Looking forward to hearing from you, and maybe we can set up a time we can meet up. Come on, like you said, at strange hours at some point. So it's sometimes kind of hard to calculate to have all the stars aligned with my schedule, because I work nights, mornings, and as far as the bringing the scanner on board, depends on the captain. I've done it over the last. I think I asked a couple of years back. I brought a scanner on it, and they didn't have a problem with it. We actually have I think he's a co-pilot of I don't want to say the airline, but he's in the chat there, Rally Den. I don't know what the official protocol is. Maybe he can explain that a little bit. But as far as that concerns, if you got a cool pilot, it shouldn't be an issue. I've heard some interesting things way up there on my scanner when I did use it when I probably wasn't supposed to, hearing stuff from pretty far away, and I tuned to the FM bands too to see what I can pick up. I remember being over Nebraska and hearing Texas radio stations like come in and out, so it was kind of weird. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming with everything in the air, being able to pick up. So, anyways. You take care. I appreciate you jumping on and watching, and don't forget to tell a friend. And I appreciate what you do at your job. I send a lot of stuff on your company there, and it always gets there on time. So you take care. N7AKC out in Arizona. This is Greg, K6EGG here in Southern California, signing off. XLX344 Charlie.
Oh, now Sam comes in. I got a G5RV. Should be coming in sometime this week. Do we have somebody from
Alabama?
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
No.
Sorry, I'm hearing some weird echoing going on.
You sure you're not hearing? Well, I mean, I'm on FT8 at the same time. You sure you're not hearing the hum from my?
No, it's not hum.
Radio?
I heard myself come back. It was weird. The Alabama child here. Sam, when are you going to get yours? Sam. To make sure you tell MRD, I would love to talk to him on HF.
By the way, speaking of MRD, I sent them a message on Twitter maybe like 10 minutes ago saying, hey, you passed it. So cool. See what he says.
Yeah, a lot of the guys went over to Twitter too, which is pretty good because I'm on Twitter. I do a lot of trolling. But usually it's honest stuff. I just like calling people out. But anyways, it's good to see those folks on there. Sometimes I don't turn on YouTube or Discord, so I don't get a lot of info, and I get tired of seeing the Facebook stuff because you have to look through 9 things of bad stuff to find one good thing. So, but yeah, you guys know I don't really post too much if you guys see me on Facebook. But anyways, I appreciate you guys all watching tonight and listening to the story of how I passed my general exam. Something for the record books. First one at Dodger Stadium, taking a general test for the FCC in a restroom, no less. All gender, whatever they call it, family. I'm just going to call it family. It's safer that way. Sent me an email. Copy that. I appreciate it. I will check that out. And I apologize if I don't get back to you right away. Did you? I just ordered one. I got one coming from. I ordered a used one.
Is it clean?
What's that?
I said, is it clean?
I think it is. He said non-smoking.
So now, wait, I think we have a new contest, Greg. You know what that is? Who's gonna set up an HF antenna first?
Who's that? What do you mean?
Between you or Sam?
I'm ordering mine at the beginning of the month.
Have you been studying?
I don't need to study to sling an HF antenna in the air. Ugh.
I cannot wait to talk to some folks out there on HF.
Dude, you need to get on Mike's Technician Tuesday. I mean, it'll blow his mind.
Sorry, I'm just trying to digest something right now. I think that would be fun. But it looks like the cat's already out of the bag as far as he's going to know about it.
Well,
he does watch from time to time too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. How about there's another gentleman from another part of California who does some YouTubing.
There's actually a couple.
I'm thinking of one that I have seen in this channel. Has watched some of your live streams, or at least one of them.
What, Josh? He's been in here before, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been in here a couple times.
Have you told him? Or have you gotten the word out to him?
I don't think I have. This is like the first.
Oh, hey, and someone just got back to me.
Yeah.
And then there's Chuck. What is it? KK6USY. That makes the Coffee and Ham Radio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Brett and all those guys over there at Clubhouse.
I'll be sure to mention that Tuesday night.
What's up, Daniel? Nice to see you in there.
Oh, speak of the devil.
What's that?
Molson. Daniel.
Molson?
He's part of the Clubhouse.
Yeah. Finally took my general. I failed it the first time, passed it the second time, and I took it next to the crapper at Dodger Stadium in the family restroom with the PA blasting.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. It was very, and like I told, I don't want to go through the story again because you guys can probably go and watch the beginning of it, of the stream is where I started it. It was very nerve-wracking and very stressful with all the ambient noise going on that was out in my environment. Plus, I'm in a bathroom and people are trying to open up the door. And
so you had the loudspeaker, or was it the volume that loud?
No, there's a like a public address system inside the bathroom, like a 70-volt, those 70-volt speakers that you see in the
Yeah,
the
but
ceiling.
it was that loud that it was annoying.
Oh yeah, it was blasting.
Okay.
It was right over my head.
Oh wow.
I was actually about ready to move, but I already had everything set up. But I was like, I just want to get through this. And I've been practicing in that environment, but it was like super quiet. I can hear a pin drop, and then it was like, make some noise. Oh my goodness. It was, yeah. So it was a little bit difficult. But I will, I'm planning on being back on Wednesday. Hopefully Seth can join us. And of course you as well, Sam, and everybody else.
I'll be here Wednesday.
He's going to a secret location, and maybe he can get some Waffle House.
Oh boy.
Just like I was texting you. I could hear his fan in the background now.
Molson, we need to get Greg on the clubhouse on Tuesday. Whenever he has a open Tuesday night.
Definitely would like to try that. I could tell my story. I would love to do that. Well, I wasn't physically on the crapper, but it was pretty close.
We had you check the crapper.
We did. Yeah, I could hear people giggling too.
Well, it's funny. It was before because you were thinking you were ready, and you're like, "Where am I going to take this?" You're like, "Where are you going to test? Where are you going to test in the stadium?" And then because I was asking the other volunteer examiners, I'm like, "Are you guys, he does TV audio. He works there." I'm like, "Are you guys okay if he's in like a bathroom like that?" They said, and like, "You guys okay with the PA speaker?" Like, "Yeah, we're okay with that." That's why we're listening. Part of the environment.
Well, weren't the other VEs people that Greg knew?
Nope.
Well,
no, they
Scott was in there.
The only one that he knew was Scott. I got a
appreciate
couple of other.
Okay.
I got a couple of volunteer examiners that I know.
And I was close to get rid of my load after that too.
God.
Sorry. Well, I mean, there's a toilet right there, and trust me, I had to go to the bathroom too. That was the other thing. I was like, "Oh, is the Zoom call going to happen? Should I just use the restroom right now? What if they do the Zoom call right now?"
Well, if you had told me you needed 5 minutes, I would have said okay.
Would have been okay if I just brought my laptop in there and continued.
No, that was that was something we explicitly said no.
I know. I kept it clean as I could, and they saw, and I mentioned this at the beginning. They saw the name of my phone, which is called Teabag.
So what were you? So you had? I saw the picture. So you had your laptop on the vanity. Where were you sitting?
I wasn't. I was like kneeling, and I was on my knees half the time.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, he's at Dodger Stadium. There's no chair. How the hell did he take the test?
Well,
there's no way. There's no way I could do that on my, like that. I'd have to sit down somewhere.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was totally out of my element. I'm in a bathroom. The PA is blasting randomly. I was on my knees. I had 4 or 5 people watching me, my every move. It was nerve-wracking. I admit I was nervous, and that was one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done.
I will say this: I get more nervous when I watch when I'm doing an exam for people I know. I'm more nervous too, and I'm not the one testing. Because when
were you nervous for me?
Yeah, and then I was also nervous for friend of the channel Dana when he did his general last year.
How many people were in there watching? Was he in a bathroom?
I don't know where he was watching that exam. He was in his living room, and we were able to just get a couple of VEs in a Zoom, breakout room on Zoom and just get it done with.
He was nice and comfy. He was in his own environment. I probably would have done it a little bit better.
You picked the Dodger Stadium bathroom, Greg. Let's be honest here.
MRT. I wish that we could have had some sort of record of it, but we don't have access to that. Doesn't exist. I'm sure you guys would have loved to have seen that. I kept it clean. I kept it professional, and I was like, I just want to get this over with. And Heather was like, "Oh, you can wait till another time, and you can get a chair." I'm like, "No, I want to go." Well, how much time do you have? I go, "I just want to go." I was like trying not to be a dick, but I wasn't They weren't being mean or anything. They wanted me in my best comfortable place, and I totally get it. And I was not. I was 180 out for me.
It was a position you were not comfortable in.
But sometimes I do my best work when I'm under pressure like that. So maybe it worked in my favor, and I don't know. But I know I got at least one wrong on the second test I should have gotten right.
So where do you put ground radials, Greg?
On top of the antenna. God. I was looking at that too. Whatever. I got through it. That's all that matters. All right. Neil, sorry about your Ducks. We're not going to be watching any playoffs. But anyways, I'm planning on being back on Wednesday. I definitely want to be part of that clubhouse thing. I got to figure out when I could do it. I might take a day off just to do it because that would be pretty fun to do. The extra. Like Ryan says, take the extra in the Exxon gas station. Maybe.
Yeah, but you also can't waste time for waste the VE's time.
I don't think I want to think about the extra at this point. So nobody harass me about that, or they're gonna get put in timeout on the chat. We don't want to do that. I got this nice monkey off my back called Seth, which was actually. Hold on, you let me finish here. That actually was good to push me through the get me over that wall, which was I hit a couple walls, I must admit. And you know what? And Sam, keep trying. Do whatever you can do to make it happen because I know you want to do it. Are you still in here, Sam?
Yeah.
Did we lose him?
Hey, Lawrence.
I think he muted himself.
By the way, Lawrence, it's June of this year. It changed. The question pool changes.
But
or
Scott,
July, I should say.
Scott, I told you I was going to pass it before the end of April.
But April of what year?
Well, I didn't say what year. I did it before you guys thought I was going to do it. 24 for the extra. I'm not even thinking about it. It's Sam. Sam, if you're listening still, just take it one question at a time. That's what I ended up having to do the last couple days. Okay, I'm going to remember this question. I'm going to write something down that makes me remember it. And that pretty much got me over the hump, so to speak. And when am I getting my bagels?
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we got a few things to talk about. But anyways, I'm going to be back Wednesday. Please tell your friends about the channel. We're going to open up a whole new world of stuff, being able to talk all over the world, antenna to antenna. That is going to be fun. And yes, Ryan, you know what? We're going to have to keep harassing Seth about the bagels now. Just like he harassed me about my my general for a year and a half or whatever it was. And I was going to try to take it when I was with him in Florida. And I've told the story. I was taking doing the study over the on the plane the whole way over to Atlanta on my stopover, and the last a half hour, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take this test and I'm gonna pass it, and then I'm gonna take the test in person with him tonight, and I'm gonna pass it, and I bombed it. I got 6 right. I'm like, what? And you're like, the first thing you saw me, I brought test sheets with me. We could take the test. I'm like, dude. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's the first thing you said. We're sitting there waiting for our bags. Oh, it's definitely not going to happen on this one.
I also I saw you, what was it? What was I going to say? A year ago, I was like, you're passing. Take the damn exam.
I was passing. And I was passing pretty good. I was passing at 80% every time. I took 4 in a row. I'm like, I'm going to study tomorrow, then I'm going to take the test. And I was like, no, I forgot. I'm going to study the next day. And then went out of my brain.
Yep.
Sam, you in there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Get at it, buddy.
I know.
You're going to do it. We're going to make this happen. We'll do some study things online. I'll show you some ways that I kind of remember things. Mm-hmm. I took little bits and pieces of what Seth told me. I did some of my own stuff. And I'm going to be the first one to admit, and I'm being totally serious about this. I do have a serious learning disability. So
I do too.
It was very hard to get over that. But I wanted it so bad, and I just thought in my head when I started my career, I'm going to push myself. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get through this, and I'm going to make it happen. And I was very happy I did it, and I had people, in all seriousness, Seth pushing me through it. I wouldn't have done it if he wouldn't have pushed me. So,
yeah, I'm gonna get on it.
Not yet. Or maybe he's talking to you. All right, there, guys and girls. I don't know if Bonnie's still watching. BNE. I got to take off.
So, Mr. So I think someone wants their Sad Ham title back because he's giving me crap on Discord.
He's got it back. He's 100% back.
Well, we're just gonna wait till your upgrade gets processed, and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Scott's very good at that. He already helped me spend almost $1,000 today. So
you're an amateur.
So where'd you get your 7300 from?
QRZ.
Nice.
So still need to talk to somebody about that too. So I'll send an email out tonight. But take care, everybody. T-Ray, I'll send you back an email. We definitely need to talk. You guys all take care. Thanks again for the support. And no joking, I couldn't have done it without all of you folks out there. So I'm hoping if anybody's in my position, Sam, get at it, buddy. Andy's still in here. Wow. Holy moly.
Oh, Andy's always on the ball.
He is definitely on the ball. You guys take care, everybody, and thanks again. This has been a pretty good weekend, and I'm looking forward to some more good times. Take care.
Good night, everybody.